I'm going to show you the correct way to press half square triangles. And I start with the dark side on the top. I just stack my half square triangles up. Then I move one over. And like I say, the dark is on the top, the light's on the bottom. I take the iron and I just press to set the seam. All I'm doing is making this seam flat where there's no wrinkles in the fabric. Then I'm going to pick up that top layer. I'm not doing anything but holding that top layer. And I'm going to take the tip of the iron and push that little bit of the seam over to the dark side. I leave the iron on there long enough for that to get flat. Then I will come down to this end and do the same thing. I just let the iron push that little bit of seam over on the corner. Then I will take the iron and let the iron push the seam. I did not pull on this area at all. And I'm leaving the iron on there long enough for it to do its job. Now you can see I have a nice square, flat, half square triangle unit. What I see some people do is to take a half square triangle unit, they never set the seam, and they start to iron and they want to help it out. And they push and they pull and they tug, and then they end up with a distorted half square triangle unit. You can see the difference in these two. This one's nice and square, and this one has become more angular here. You can see the back side of this one is nice and flat. This one, you've got a little area where this seam went this way and this part of it went this way. Another thing that I see people do wrong is to take a half square triangle unit and they just go in there and they start pressing and they work at it and work at it. But they've never concentrated on these points. And you can see how this one, you end up with a little tuck right there. That little tuck will give you problems later on. So the main thing you want to remember is to do each corner and then the whole seam. But let the pressure of the iron push it over and don't help it with its job.